Tuning Exam Sauske versus Tuning Exam Lee. How would a rematch go between these two powerhouses? Let's start off the early and say this fight is going to be a lot different than their first skirmish. First skirmish and first encounter, Sauske got absolutely embarrassed against Lee. And a big reason for this was because Sasuke's Sharingan wasn't developing, it wasn't mastered enough at this point, and Lee was just way too fast. Base on base, even after Sauske gets his training, I still feel that Lee has one of the strongest base out of all the Genin. Also, in close combat, Sauske really stood no chance. As we know, Lee is a taijutsu master, being trained under the likes of Guy. Guy and Lee also have something in common. Neither one of them have ninjutsu, so they put all their training and effort into taijutsu. But we're going to be going over how would this fight go post Kakashi training. Stuff that Sauske got after training with Kakashi is absolutely insane. Not only did he use his Sharingan to copy Lee's speed, he used his Sharingan to copy Lee's speed and also his taijutsu. Also, Kakashi helped him perfect his analytical skills, and he learned the Chidori and pretty much perfected it at this age, or had it really strong for this age. The Chidori was so strong that it was able to penetrate Gar-san. Gar-san at this point was the ultimate defense at this point, and Sauske with his Chidori was able to penetrate it and also made Gaara bleed. On top of this, Rock Lee fought the same Gaara, and even with unlocking the third gates, he still didn't do as much damage as Sauske did. Back up my claims, Guy directly states that Sauske is comparable to a weightless Lee as far as speed. This is not including the Chidori amp and the other amps that he has with his Sharingan. And then a couple pages over, Lee himself is extremely envious of Sauske, mainly because Sauske is more talented as far as when it comes to just raw skill and when it comes to Sharingan, but he realizes that that gap that he had in speed, Sauske has closed that dramatically. And after going over most of the statements and the buff that Sauske got into this fight, Rock Lee still has a decent amount of win cons in this. The Sharingan still takes chakra, so every time that Sauske is reading Lee's movement, it is draining his chakra. On top of this, Lee's stamina, endurance, and durability is absolutely insane, being by the attacks that he was able to tank from Gaara. On top of that, like I said before, when it comes to base on base, I believe that Lee has one of the best bases out of all the Genins. But Sauske should definitely have the better win con here via Chidori and via having similar speed, but overall being a smarter and more analytical fighter. Now, I will say this, I don't think Sauske can make multiple Chidoris back to back without his stamina being drained. So if he doesn't hit the first Chidori, he might have one more in his arsenal. And if he doesn't hit that against Lee, he could lose this fight. By Sauske being relative in speed and also having superior analytical abilities and hacks, I want to lean more towards him in this fight. Mid to high diff, I have Sauske taking this free match.